Ụmụnne m ndị Mbaise ndewoni. Aha m wụ Alozie Aguwa. Maka ụmụ anyị ndị Kenana na-anụ Igbo, aga m asụ na Bekee. On July 14th, 2024, you overwhelmingly voted for us to become your next set of servant leaders. That ndị Mbaise elected my humble self to drive the next level of our development with a margin of victory of 18 chapters against 6 speaks volumes in multiple ways. On one hand, it reassures me that our people really appreciate the efforts and the amazing accomplishments of the most recent Mbaise USA administration led by High Chief SOS Echendo, in which I was a strong contributing member for 6 long years. Thank you. This very strong vote of confidence equally lets our team know how high your expectations are for us as we begin to navigate the terrain in our efforts to do due diligence to the challenges ahead. On behalf of our newly elected team members, both national executives and board leadership, let me once again say thanks. We appreciate the trust you've bestowed on us. I assure you that our plan is to anchor our services on transparency, accountability, integrity, fair governance, prudent leadership, and constant communication. I would like to use this opportunity to thank and congratulate our immediate past president, High Chief SOS Echendo, Ochiagha Mbaise, and his ever-supportive wife, Lolo Ijeoma Echendo, along with his high-performing team of very astute leaders. You guys did a great job, and I'm glad to have been part of it. I also congratulate our re-elected board chairman, Dr. Charles Iwejo, and his deputy, Honorable Cliff Opara. We appreciate all your hard work and leadership. Congrats to everybody else who has won the election to become a part of this team. May I commend the Board of Delegates for the various amendments made to strengthen Mbaise USA during the last sitting in Raleigh, North Carolina, and the approval of the position of the Deputy Public Relations Officer, for which an appointment will be announced in due course. The board created a very dynamically enabling environment, and that led to an unmistakable paradigm shift, and Mbaise is better for it. Ochiagha Echendo's tenure will be cherished and revered for decades to come. For our electoral team, led by Honorable Chris Onyebado and Dr. Patrick Onoha, thank you for conducting the most credible, free, and fair elections in the history of our nascent organization. Your performance, along with that of your returning officer, Chief Uzoma Nwagu, Ahejejemba Mbaise, led to the smoothest transition seen in decades. Great job, guys. Apart from the transparent process put in place, of particular note is the innovation of Mbaise USA leadership debate, which I dearly missed because of ill health. I commend the debate team led by the National Public Relations Officer, Ambassador Cliff Alozie, for a wonderful job. Right after the election results were announced, I urged everyone to remain calm and reflective. I reminded our people of a quote that has traditionally been attributed to the world's most famous political prisoner, Nelson Mandela. It says that minds that seek revenge destroy states, but minds that seek reconciliation build nations. For Mbaise Nation to continue to be properly built, we must look beyond the heated rancor that characterized the last campaign period. The Mbaise USA elections of 2024 have come and gone, and I am happy to have campaigned on the path of peace, issues, and onward progress for Mbaise. In the future, I encourage contestants to eschew bitterness in their campaigns with our place as brothers and sisters in mind. I'd like to commend Sir Wilson Iwu and all the other candidates who were not victorious on their efforts and spirited campaign. I now implore them to join hands with me and my team to elevate Mbaise USA to a greater height. I equally would like to reassure those affiliates who voted for me and those who did not that I would like to be a servant leader president for all. We need to be focused on what we can do individually and collectively for the progress and development of Mbaise people and our community. We as a people have demonstrated our sense of community in challenging times as the need has arisen. This was evident in Raleigh, North Carolina, as we converged in unprecedented numbers to share brotherly and sisterly love as a people. Umunnem no Umunnam, I am still relishing the best national convention so far in Raleigh, and especially commend the convention committee chairman, Mr. Bettles Agomo, who is now our vice president, co-chairman and host president, Engineer Paul Honor, the local organizing committee chairman, Engineer Nathan Adema. Special thanks also goes to the convention planning committee members, as well as chapter representatives and their coordinator, Prince Richard Nwachukwu. May I also appreciate the coordinator of the innovative workshops, Honorable Ike Nwabase, and the technology team, as well as Cisco Systems and Sare Onyekwere and his wife for sponsoring the workshop on grant writing, artificial intelligence, and cybersecurity. This, in no small measure, positively impacted members of our community. The presidents and delegates of the 24 chapters of Mbaise USA, I thank you all for your unique place in the development of Mbaise and for your expected roles in the future. I also thank Elder Fred Omunakwe, who coordinated the convention brochures. Sadly, because of technical difficulties, we could not deliver the brochures, but we are working seriously to make sure that they are soon sent to everybody that paid for them. I want to use this auspicious moment to thank our 2024 convention chairman, our big brother, Mr. Frank Ezeji, OON, who has always been there for us. I also wish to acknowledge the unique presence of the President General of Ezeji Mbaise, Surveyor Joe Anosike, and the second Vice President, Chief Austin Ombiko, as well as the member representing Mbaise State Constituency, Honorable Chukwu Amuchie. We thank you guys for joining us. Still on the convention, there is no doubt it was not a perfect one, but be rest assured that we shall take the necessary measures to make it better, especially starting with the Minnesota convention next year. Since coming back from the convention, I have reached out to many of the election contestants, and I am happy to report that most people seem poised to join hands with the new administration for the hard work ahead. Thank goodness for the opportunity to unite our people for the purpose of working together. I intend to run an administration that will tap the best hands for designated positions. So everybody be ready to work. In this light, my administration will ensure a development-driven synergy with Dr. Charles Iwejo-led Board of Delegates in order to serve Mbaise better and in pursuit of our policies and programs as highlighted in my manifesto. To ensure that my administration continues to operate in accordance with the tenets of our Constitution I hereby announce the reappointment of Attorney Ben Onyenacho as the legal advisor of Mbaise USA, and I commend him for his sacrifices and great contributions over the years. We also thank his wife for her support. In order to anchor faith in our operations and following the approval of the Board of Delegates, I wish to inform you of the inauguration of an interdenominational 5-member religious advisory council with membership drawn from different religious areas. The names of the members of the group include Father Reverend Dr. Azoji, Reverend Sister Charles Iheme, Father Laserian Nwoga, Apostle Didi Okorocha, Apostle Ibe Okenwa. They will choose their own committee chairperson. In the same line, I hereby announce the appointment of a 5-member transition committee led by Mr. Alex Onyenwe, CPA. Others include Chief Uzoma Nwagu, Mrs. Patricia Amajoyi, Mr. Dozie Uchebulem, and Mr. Ray Onyekwere. Attorney Ben Onyenacho will provide oversight as a non-voting member. Closing the communication gap between the leadership and the affiliate chapters will be enhanced as we seek their buy-in in moving Mbaise USA and homeland community on a development pathway. On that note, I must commend the media and information technology team for their commendable work while challenging them to double their efforts with a secretariat led by Dr. Uche Bonilla Ifundo. Mbaise should look forward to a proactive and responsive administration. As part of the efforts to fast-track implementation of our development agenda, we are seeking the Board of Delegates to approve a diversified set of content delivery with new directorates and advisory councils. Our youths, for those of you present at the Raleigh, North Carolina convention, our youths and children now have a foothold on the activities of Mbaise USA. My administration will be taking necessary steps to give them a stronger foothold. They had fun, they did very well, and we want that to continue. And as we continue to integrate them, God will bless our efforts. Permit me to call the attention of a recent development to individuals who chose the path of undermining development of the Medville city by charging Mbaise USA to court over unfounded rumors. I want to reassure members of our union that Mbaise USA, under my leadership, will rise up to this challenge. In conclusion, I do not claim to have monopoly of ideas. I am a team player and proud of all elected executives. I intend to strengthen our composition with enhanced capacity and will remain open to contributions that could be game changers in our collective quest for a better Mbaise. For all members of Mbaise USA, I commit to do my best to ensure a more united and development-oriented administration while seeking the support of all and sundry. Chukwu Gozie unu. Aha nwo Alozie Aguwa. Udo dịrị ndị Mbaise.